Carolyn's here. And now finally YouTube has connected. Carolyn, we had some technical difficulties all the time, all the time. So, hey, Laurie. Okay, let's get going. Welcome, welcome. I know we'll have more people joining, but I hope everyone is enjoying their Sunday or Monday, depending on where you are globally. Feel free to put in the chat where you are. Kathy's in Indy, bit cool at 59. Oh, not so bad at 59. Not so bad. I think we're about there. We might even be a little bit cooler, but it's nice, right? Like you can feel that air changing. Okay. Hello. Okay. So this week, the cards that I am pulling are for the week of April 4 through April 10. And I know you hear me say this, but the cards are not exact April 4 through April 10. It's really whenever you come to the cards. So these messages apply. It's law of attraction. It applies when you get here. But I will pull cards for the week. And then after general messages, then I will be pulling cards if anyone has a question or a request. So my only request to you is during the general reading, if you would just hold off putting your things in the chat. Otherwise, I will probably miss them. So I figured this week I would use self-care. It is a two-sided deck. And I figure the reason I would do that is, and you know, I'm not an astrologist, but I sure do dabble. But Mars and Saturn are conjuncting this week at the beginning of the week. And so Mars is our doer, right? It's our energy, it's our motivation, our action. Mars just is always its fire. It just is always wanting to go. And Saturn is sort of the lesson giver. Saturn likes to slow things down. Saturn likes to put the brakes on and offer some resistance. So the two of them, you can see how maybe and you know, we came into this Aries energy last week or 2 weeks ago, I guess at this point. And so we really feel like, yes, I am inspired, I'm on it. And then Saturn sort of comes in at the beginning of the week and says, well, let's maybe not go so fast. So the reason I went with self-care is we may need to use some good self-care in not getting discouraged, not getting frustrated, not feeling like what it is that you're doing isn't working for you because maybe there was a little obstacle in the way. But the obstacle is there just for you to work through. The obstacle is just a lesson for you to get through, right? It's not saying, no, don't do that. So I thought self-care would be good here. So let's get a card for Monday and Tuesday in this first full week of April in 2022. We are in month 4, Monday, Tuesday. Look at this. I told you they're two-sided, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh my gosh, everybody. Oh my gosh. Alice from Sydney, let's get a card from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I cannot believe it. Okay. Eduarda, hello. So what was I just saying? Because look at the cards. And then for those of you who are subscribers to my newsletter, I did put out something this morning about value, and I used the word saying owning your power is actually a place of being calm. Even though you may not think power and calm go together, right? But they sure do. So Monday, Tuesday, power. That's our card for Monday and Tuesday, power. Own your power. Every storm brings a fresh, new beginning. I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to say about that because it goes along with everything I just said about starting the week and how we might feel and what we might come up against, right? So stand in your power. stand in your truth. And going back to the newsletter that I put out, get in touch with how you value yourself. How are you um, how are you determining your self-worth? So go to your power. Wednesday, Thursday. What was I saying about Mars and Saturn? Be patient. Patience. Don't you just love cards? So be patient. Be willing to pass up good for great. Oh, we don't usually give ourselves that luxury, do we? So this week, if we feel like that obstacle has come in or that little bump in the road that's in there, again, it's not saying to you, oh, you are wrong. That is just not for you. Don't give up so easily, right? It's just saying, be willing to pass up good for great. Does it mean that what you are working toward is going to be completely different? No, not necessarily. But what it might mean is the timing of that needs to be different to go from good to great, right? So that's the middle of the week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have help, which I think is so perfect because, so ask for help. Receiving is an act of generosity. We can talk about that. But coming after this power and patience and help. So you may feel frustrated. You may feel like your efforts are being thwarted, like you just put a whole bunch of energy into something and what the heck? And maybe you feel discouraged, right? Or maybe that bump that came up that's been delivered is in order to go from good to great, is we need to bring somebody else into the mix because that's what's going to make it great. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Receiving is an act of generosity. So remember that. First of all, being very generous to yourself to receive. One of the things I put in my newsletter is, not craving nor rejecting help or praise or compliment or anything like that. Accept it. Accept it. But don't let it change anything for you. So that receiving is an act of generosity, generous to yourself, but also being generous for someone else so that someone else can express their gratitude to you, right? It's all balance, it's all harmony. Can't have the yin without the yang. We can't have the day without the night. Just doesn't work. So those are our most spectacular cards for this week. I will just go ahead and say, I think it's fantastic, resonates with how I opened this reading, resonates with the newsletter that I put out this morning, and hopefully resonates with just how you are feeling and what you've got going on. Okay. I am opening it up. Does anyone have a question, or would anyone like to just request a general card? And I will pull cards here. I've got several on the table. I have to tell you just how much I am loving this new deck, Wandering Star. I know I've pulled some cards from it. I've waited for this deck for a while. It was out of print. Actually, I could have bought it at a bigger box store, but I didn't want to do that. So I waited. And it finally came in, 2 weeks ago, and I love this deck. Anyhow, so if you're a collector of tarot, I highly recommend the deck. So good. Okay. Anyone? Question or request? Or is this a nice, short and sweet, easy we go Sunday synergy? Alice, really fantastic. I do love these messages. May I have a general card, please? Yes, ma'am. And it is so good to see you back. I think the time change is what messes you up, right? In life in general, probably. But yeah, the time zone has shifted back. So now you're on Noel time. It is so good to have you here. Yeah, that 1 hour really makes a difference, right? Alice is on the other side of the world. Okay, I see Mia up there too. So let's get a general card for Alice. Um, 8 a.m. now, not 9. You're arriving to work. Are you still working from home or are you back in the office? Alice, I'm going to Wandering Star Tarot for you um, as you wander your way to work. So let's get a card, a general card for Alice. There we go. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. Under a lovely piece of blue kyanite, by the way, back in the office. Okay. So Alice, the jumper was 3 of Wands, and the card I pulled was the Magician. You must be happy to be back to get these 2 cards. So 3 of Wands and the Magician, general card for Alice. We talked about power. There's the Magician. You have the power. You have everything you need. You can create. You are the master of your creations. And for those of you who are on Instagram, Alice has a fantastic channel called Tarot by Food. Am I saying that right? Um, and she's so artistic and creative. Like, it's really pretty to look at. So anyhow, your Magician, your 3 of Wands of the Empress energy, the wands of the fire, of the drive, and putting those together. You know, the wands, you're that 3, you're welcoming in everything you have been planning, everything that you've been seeding. It's coming. So keep tapping into that Magician power. Work on the patience, even though we know it's coming. Keep going on the patience. And even though you are the Magician, don't sell yourself short. Call in for help when you need that. And because you may need to do that. And again, taking it from good to great. So, really, really spectacular cards. Really so great. Okay, you are welcome. Okay, coming over here to Mia. Resignates. Resignates or resonates? I'm not sure. By the way, I often do creative art journaling when listening, and I did a yin yang sign at the beginning with the Mars and Saturn, then you referenced that. Isn't it great, Mia? Isn't it great? I hope you've checked your emails, Mia, by the way. So I see a few more people are joining. Hello, welcome here. Thanks for joining. Anyone else have a question or a request? Stepping into power. Big, big, big one this week. Having patience for the curveballs. Asking for help so you can take it from good to great. Love, love, love those general messages. Okay. Mia, checked messages. She'll respond. Great. Good. Laura. Hey, Laura. General card about choices that lie ahead. Yes, Mia. And it was resonates. I thought it might have been resonates, but wasn't sure. Okay, let's get a card for Laura for general card about choices. Interesting word choice. I like that. Laurie, I see you requested a card. Mark, hello. Thank you for joining. Okay, let's get a card for Laura for choices that lie ahead. Choices that lie ahead. So choices, doesn't necessarily have to be 1 or 2, could be 6 or 7, right? But let's find out about choices and to put yourself in a position where you can see the choices clearly, you can understand what all of your options are, and then be able to be patient as they sort of gel a little bit and really form fully to be available to you. I want to pull a card from the power of surrender, which is to say, how can you best position yourself so that those choices are super clear to you. They come to you at the right time, and you are open and aware to be able to take advantage of those choices. Does that make sense? Okay. So we're getting a card here for Laura for choices. And I see it right here. Okay. Surrender to setting limits. So this is an interesting one, right? The preposition to versus from. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. So, Laura, surrender to setting limits. You've got choices. You're saying that lie ahead. So things seem to be coming down the pike toward you. They're starting to form, they're starting to develop. You're starting to look for them, be aware of them. And so in making your choices, make sure you set your limits, set your healthy boundaries. So if you're going to make a choice about something, you may choose this and not that. And the not that may be because you have set a boundary that says, this isn't good for me, right? You choose this, but as you choose this, you're not taking it to say, yeah, just mow me down. You're saying, I'm choosing this, and I'm choosing it with these kinds of boundaries. I'm choosing this with the things that will work for me. Love that. Okay, then so we went from Laura to Laurie for general card. So Laurie for general card, and you know what it is? It's angel prayers. It's like over here humming. So let's get a general card. Hello. Oh, okay. That second one was sloppy. This one was not. But I am going to. No, gosh. All right. I see you upright. Okay. Kathy Williams is saying, hi, Laurie. We've got Instagram and YouTube. Okay, Laurie. Oh, general card. Look at this. Peace and harmony. Archangel Raguel. Thank you, Raguel, for surrounding my life in harmonious light. And then you have spirit animal. Thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love. So, Laurie, for your general card, you've got a path of love, being blessed by your guides. We all have that, right? And the peace and harmony. So finding that peace and harmony, going back again to what I was saying this morning about when we can be in that love, that peace, that joy, we are in our power. We are in our full self in that place. Doesn't mean that we don't have other emotions. Emotions come and go, right? Emotion is, you can have 50 emotions in a day, although I'm not sure I could name 50 emotions. Maybe I could. But your state of love and peace and joy is the thing that we hold on to that doesn't change, that we work to keep holding on to, that doesn't get impacted by other people, right? And that's that peace and harmony. So maybe working with Archangel Raguel to keep reminding you to coming back to that state, coming back to that place so that you can have your power, right? And work with your spirit animal. If you don't know who your spirit animal is, maybe get in touch with that. Pay attention, look for signs. You can do some meditations and ask your spirit animal to reveal themselves to you. And then pay attention to the smallest little thing, because that's how spirit works. Although sometimes they come at you like boom. But, it might be seeing someone's shirt that has a purple elephant. You might just love elephants. Is that necessarily your spirit animal? I don't know. So I think these two are coming together to say there's some help that you can be asking for, just to really keep you going, Okay, that's good. Okay, Anyone else? Did anyone else have a question or a request? Because otherwise we'll wrap this up. If you are not subscribed to my newsletter, you can do that through the link below in YouTube, in my bio on Instagram. And if you are a new subscriber, you do get a $15 discount off your first full reading. Whoop, 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 whoop. And if anyone would like to schedule their reading with me, again, you can do that with the contact information below. Alice, what do you have? Thanks again for your time and guidance. It's always a pleasure to listen and learn. You're so wise. Thank you again. Well, thank you so much for saying that, Alice. It was a real treat to see your name pop up here today, that's for sure. And I wish you a good work week. Good entry into that first full week of April. Alice is on Monday already. We'll catch up. Laurie, like those very much, and yes on the elephants. Yeah. Kathy, wonderful cards. I love them. I think it's good stuff out here. Okay, everyone, that is it for today. Again, Drops of Goodness subscribers, you've got some opportunities for readings that I have out. You have if you're an Aries, there's an Aries reading. If you are interested in a relationship reading, I've got a promo for that. And remember, that is relationship to anything or anyone. And then, of course, the 7-card reading that I did a giveaway for my subscribers, I am offering that to folks who weren't chosen for the giveaway this time. You might be for the next time, so tune in. Okay, happy week, everyone. Stay sane, stay safe, stay healthy, stay in love, and we will see you the next time. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Bye now. Oops. Got to hit the end button eventually. Bye.